Giannis, Tatum, Luka, Jokic, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker. These are the players that have been in the MVP conversation. But we're forgetting about one player, guys, Stephen Curry. We keep forgetting just how impressive he has been this season. I'm not trying to say he deserves to win the MVP right now, but the impact that he has on the Warriors is incredible, bro. None of the players that I mentioned at the beginning of the video have an impact on their team like Steph has on his team. But let's get right into the video and find out just how impressive Steph has been. The first thing I want to do is remind you guys that Steph is 34 years old, about to be 35. So everything that I'll be mentioning in this video is out of this world. Let's start off by looking at his stats. He's putting up 31 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds on 52% from the field, 44% from 3, and 91% from the free throw line. Numbers like that, only another player has done that in the past. Ironically, it was Steph that did that during his unanimous MVP season. And if you take a closer look at the numbers from this season and his unanimous MVP season, Steph is actually putting up better numbers this season. And the biggest reason that Steph is still able to produce these types of numbers is because his conditioning is off the charts, bro. It doesn't bother Curry to run around the court the whole game. A defender has to watch him the 24 seconds of the shot clock. If a defender doesn't do that, like in the last, let's say 2-3 seconds of the shot clock, that's exactly when Curry attacks you. He either cuts to an open 3 or either cuts to an open layup. If we go ahead and see how Steph's stats compare to the other players in the NBA, we can see that his points per game and his field goal percentage are right on par with the best scorers in the NBA. But then, when we look at his 3-point percentage, we can see that he's by far the best from 3. Now that we are talking already about shooting percentages, let's dive a little bit deeper into it and look at some shot charts from some of the best scorers in the NBA. Here, I have 5 players' shot charts. And to help you guys understand it a little bit in case you don't know how this thing works, if you look at this here, you can see that when a spot is red, it's below league average. When it's yellow, it's average. And when it's green, it's above league average. So, when we take a closer look at these 5 shot charts, you can see someone is more dominant in the paint. You can kind of guess who he is, while some are shooting above league averages in multiple spots. But then there's this shot chart here that shows this player is shooting below league average only in one spot, while almost all of his spots are green. And I'm pretty sure you can kind of guess who he is. Steph. While the other 4 players are either consider MVP caliber players this season or some of the best scorers in today's game. Right now, this is how the MVP ladder is looking, and I have no problem with it, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't either. Luka is having a fantastic season, Tatum is leading the Celtics to the best record in the NBA, Jokic's impact on his team has been incredible, but Steph, bro, has the numbers as you already saw at the beginning, like we've been talking about in this video. And his impact on the Warriors has been out of this world. As you can see here, Steph has a net rating of 9.3 when he's on the floor. But here is where it gets crazy, because the Warriors are at their worst when he's off the floor. But not like a small difference. We're talking about a 27-point differential. That means if the Warriors didn't have Curry on the team right now, they will probably have their worst record and will be trying to tank for Victor Wembanyama. You know what I mean? So all I gotta say is like their bench player have to step it up, or trade deadline when it's coming around. You know what I mean? When that comes around, teams that are trying to contend like the Warriors and the Mavs and you know the Lakers, I'm not trying to say they contend for a title, but teams that feel like they can win a title this season because they have superstar type players on their teams are going to be looking to get somebody in the trade deadline. So if the Warriors and their bench doesn't pick it up, I'm sorry, but some of you guys, I'm gonna be on another team probably when that trade deadline happens. And that's the main reason why the Warriors haven't been able to win a lot of games. I do want to give some credit to the Warriors starting 5 because They have a plus minus of positive 122 in 258 minutes this season. No other NBA lineup is better than plus 66, as you can see here. I can't forget to mention that Steph is making 5.2 threes per game, bro. Per game. That's even higher than his unanimous MVP season. He's on pace right now to break his record if he stays healthy. And I calculated it, and if Curry plays about 78 games, let's say, he will beat his record of 404 threes in a season. If he plays 78 games, he could make like about 405, 406 threes, which will break his record. But, you know, we cannot tell. Can he keep that up? We don't really know. Maybe he will make more threes, you know. Steph is a guy that can hit 10 threes any given night, you know. But this guy has been so impressive, and his impact on his team has been incredible. And I really feel like he needs to get some more MVP consideration, because he's putting up another 50, 40, 90 season. And I feel like people are not talking enough about it. Like, his efficiency, bro, is off the charts. And if you take Curry off the Warriors, can you tell me right now that the Warriors will have the record that they have right now and stay like in the 500? No. Can you take Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets and can they still be that good how they are? Not that good how they are right now, but I'm pretty sure they could compete. Take Luka Doncic off. Okay, if you take Luka Doncic off the Mavs, they are completely done. Like, because Luka Doncic does everything for that team. So I understand why he's number one in the MVP ladder. But let's say Jason Tatum, you take him off his team is still going to do good. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you can make a case that maybe they will do not as bad as the Warriors, but they will do worse. But I just feel like Steph's impact on the Warriors is bigger than any other players that are in the MVP conversation. Don't forget, he's 34 years old and he's doing all of that at that age. Yes, I understand KD is impressive and LeBron James has been putting up incredible numbers, but right now, impact-wise, Steph has been the best player to me. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Thank you so much if you made it this far. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, so that you don't miss more amazing content like this one. And hopefully, I'll see you all guys in the next video.